Well, it's one of the biggest nights for the trotting industry at Melton this Saturday night. The Australian Trotting Grand Prix boasts the headline act of now international superstar Just Believe, one of the best square gators in the world now, and he's quickly developed a fierce rivalry with the French trotter Call Me the Breeze, who now calls Australia home. The score between the pair, after Call Me the Breeze delivered a somewhat surprising blow in taking out the heavyweight championship of Australasian trotting in the Great Southern Star, is now one apiece. So there really is a fierce rivalry developing between these two. Now, on top of this, it's an important night for the industry as it's an all-trotters card. So, yes, there's no paces, and this is part of the support of the Team Teal campaign, which was created by leading breeder Duncan McPherson, who lost his wife Lynn to ovarian cancer in 2010. So there's certainly a passion for harness racing, in particular with the trotters, and a great cause on Saturday night. And the Lynn McPherson Memorial Breed for Speed will be one of the features. But the big one is the Australian Trotting Grand Prix. As I mentioned, it sees the rematch between Just Believe and also Call Me the Breeze. He will be second favourite yet again in this rematch, Call Me the Breeze, and his driver, Nathan Jack, joins me today. Nathan, hello to you. Is there any reason you shouldn't be just as confident about Call Me the Breeze this time around compared to how he was in the Great Southern Star? Hello to you.
Yeah, g'day guys. Thanks for having me. No, I don't think there's any reason not to be. Obviously, the draws worked in Just Believe's favour, but that's just the way it goes, and we've got to work around that.
We've only seen him briefly. Do you know what horse he is yet as a type? Is he a bully? Is he sit and sprint? It comes with one run. What have you learnt in the limited time you've had with Call Me the Breeze?
I think he's far from a one-trick pony. You know, I drove him at the trials, and he was sat up and hit the line good. He led and won the heat of the Great Southern Star. First up at Ballarat, he just didn't get the last turn, but I think he would have run a good race had he off. So I think he's quite dimensional.
Is there a scenario where you can cross Just Believe at the start?
I'm not too sure. That's a bit of a query, you know. Like, obviously, Greg's horse is quite a quick horse out the gate, and I think my horse is quite fast too, but it's a bit of a query because first up at Ballarat, we never really got a guide on his gate speed, but at Melton Trials, he felt like he'd run the gate really good. And then in the Great Southern Star heat, he just jogged out the gate and held him really, really comfortable.
How do you see the map? Obviously, Just Believe will be trying to punch up from barrier one. Do you see I'm Ready Jet, a horse you know a lot of, trying to maybe duck behind him, and then you might be resigned to be parked outside the leader? Is that a most likely scenario?
Yeah, it's probably a spot I don't really want to be this week, like outside him. But yeah, I think so. I'm sure Karen would be happy to be lead us back on I'm Ready Jet, and she's a quality mare in herself. She's probably just a step below them great ones at the minute, but I think she's a great man. You can never underestimate her. But yeah, I don't really want to be sitting outside Just Believe, but if I'm there, I'm there.
Okay, we're all really pumping up this rivalry now between Just Believe and Call Me the Breeze. Is that justified? Because we know Just Believe and what he's done internationally and here on our own shores. Call Me the Breeze, is he that good? Is he in that echelon?
Oh, I think so. Like, everyone's seen his Great Southern Star heat, and then to come out 2 hours later and produce the run that he did in the final was outstanding. You know, I know Just Believe done a lot of work early, and that there was he never lost any admirers, but thought my horse ran every bit as good a race. Just
want to ask you about a couple of other drives on the night. You're in the Breed for Speed Gold, the Lynn McPherson Memorial. You're driving Egret. Looks to get to the pegs first, maybe handing over to Revelstoke, and then maybe Queen Elida comes calling. Just your thoughts on that race?
Yeah, look, Queen Elida's a great mare. I think she's probably not at her best at the moment. I think you'll find Revelstoke will be hard to beat. She'll hold the front. Egret, I think you'll find she'll improve a lot from Bendigo. And yeah, I think they're probably the only three chances really. Visionary's probably not quite going as good as she can, which is a shame. But yeah, I think that's going to be a good race. But it's very hard to underestimate Queen Elida against them ones.
Have I found a sneaky one in race 4, number 6, Derek the Jet, a first starter for you? To my eye, the trials have been terrific. Does he look a horse that has above average ability, as he has seemingly proven in the trials?
Yeah, I think so. I think he's a horse with great ability, and I think he's going to be a horse of the future, but he's an immature, inexperienced baby trotter, so can't go there with too high expectations, but I'm sure if he puts his best foot forward, yeah, I'm sure he'll be thereabouts. I'll be disappointed if you don't see him in the better races in time.
That's a good push. And in race 8, number 3, Zebek, a horse that you drove confidently at Bendigo recently, he looks as though he's got a bit of upside from that draw as well.
Yeah, for sure. If he was to find the front, he'd be pretty hard to beat, I reckon. His run at Bendigo was full of merit and took a really good horse to beat him. So, yeah, looking forward to it.
Some good drives. Are you confident about one more than any other?
Well, it's hard. Call Me the Breeze is a great horse, but he's run into a great horse. But Derek the Jet's, I think he's a really nice horse.
Well, Nathan, a great book of drives, and we're really looking forward to the rematch once again of Call Me the Breeze. It was an 11 out of 10 drive from you last time off the back row in the Great Southern Star. Let's see what you can pull out again this Saturday night. Best of luck.
Might have to be a 12.
Thanks, Nathan. Thanks for your time. So great to get the thoughts of Nathan Jack. My thoughts on the TAB Australian Trotting Grand Prix. Look, I've gone for Just Believe to beat Call Me the Breeze. So I've got 1 Just Believe, 4 Call Me the Breeze for second, 3 King Ignite for third, and 2 I'm Ready Jet for fourth. Look, 153.1 they went in the Great Southern Star final. Home and 28.3, 27.6. I think their shoulders above them. I just think the fact that there's map advantage for Just Believe potentially holding the inside looks as though might be the advantage over Call Me the Breeze on this one. The other feature is the Lynn McPherson Memorial Breed for Speed Gold Series final. Queen Elida will start a short price favourite there. She was home in 28.7, 27.6 and a mile rate of 157.5 last start. I just really like the way she found the line. This looks to be the most suitable race she's been in for quite some time, even though she's got an awkward draw. I see her getting across to outside the leader. I think that will be good enough for her to get a passage where she can win this race. So Queen Elida with a bit of confidence over number 9 Sleepy, who off the back row might be a bit of an improver at value. 3 Revelstoke in for third and number 2 Egret in for fourth. Looking for some other best bets on the program. Very keen on race 1, number 9 Grumpy for driver Chris Alford. I think this horse had no luck last start in the Gunbower Cup. I think it can improve. Race 2, number 5 Hephaestus Phoenix. I think this horse just gets an early lead quite simply for Chris Finocio. Even though up in distance to the 22.40, I think this is an easier race for it. And I think Hephaestus Phoenix, now third up from a spell, can be the one to beat. And race 4, number 6, Derek the Jet. We spoke to Nathan Jack. I just really like the trials of this horse. He looked as though he's a horse ready to win first up. Looks to be a suitable race. So he's one of my good things on the card. So race 1, number 9 Grumpy. Race 2, number 5 Hephaestus Phoenix. Race 4, number 6 Derek the Jet. And if you want to play the multis, race 5, number 7, Queen Elida, and race 6, number 1, Just Believe. Now, RSN has full coverage of the meeting, and of course, form expert Craig Rowe will be giving his tips. Trots Vision, that's the trots.com.au, has dedicated coverage and insight, and of course, Sky Channel has all the race coverage as well. Now, the first race gets underway at 6:03, and the last on a 10-race card is at 11 p.m. Enjoy the All Trotters card. Enjoy the rematch between Just Believe and Call Me the Breeze this Saturday night at Melton. Good luck, everyone.